Right. Well, let's get this party started, shall we? Rio, how you doing? Adam, how goes it? George, good to see you guys here. Good to see you here. What do you think of the Thor trailer? I saw that it dropped, but I didn't. I saw the end part of it. And I didn't have sound on when I was watching it, so no thoughts as of now. But that's supposed to be pretty soon, July, I think, right? For the movie to drop. So that would be. Um, I liked Thor Ragnarok, but I didn't expect it to be a comedy. So I think with this one, I'm guessing that it's going to be kind of a comedy. So going into it, I'll be expecting that. So I'll probably like it more than Thor Ragnarok, I'm thinking. Um, but yeah, it'll definitely be good to see another big Marvel movie. The last one, I don't think I'm going to go to the theater for Morbius. I saw Spider-Man. I just downloaded the Batman movie. So this will probably be the next one that I'll go to the theater for. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else coming up that I know of that I want to go out to see. Everything else I'm pretty good just to pretty good to just to download. So, what'd you think of it? Did it get you hyped? What do you guys got going on this Monday? So this is the first in like 2 months. No. Yeah, about 2 months where I'm streaming early in the day. I didn't work today, so I got the streak going, got a couple other things done, so I figured, hey, why not? Why not stream some arenas? So here we are. Here we are. Ooh, let me check something with the sound. Or more so the mic, I suppose, in particular. There we go. Okay. Very good, very good. So yeah, did the trailer get you pretty excited to see the movie? Or kind of indifferent? Yeah, let's do that. And the Thor ones have kind of been like the Thor Ragnarok was definitely the best of any of them, I think. And the second Thor was pretty bad. I think the first one was all right. More so because it was the introduction of the character, I suppose, in a sense. But yeah, Thor Ragnarok has definitely been the best of the Thor movies. So hopefully this one picks up from that. And then I guess we've got the Guardians 3 sometime soon. I don't know if that's this year, but I'm assuming that we've got Guardians 3 relatively soon. It was cool, but I think Thor Ragnarok just got lost in the MCU. In the trailer, he says, I have to find out who I am. And Ragnarok was all about that, about him not being the god. K of Hammers, but Well, yeah. Like, I mean, Thor Ragnarok, obviously, especially with the end, plays into how things progress. But I kind of just because it was more of a comedy, it really didn't feel like it was part of the MCU. I mean, it was. And the events that happened there obviously had impact later on, for sure. But yeah, it didn't have the serious tone of the rest of the MCU movies. I would assume that this one would be more along the lines of Ragnarok. I'm back. Just brought my Sprite. Okay. The movie was made to hype Infinity War. Yeah. How could you not like the Devil's Anus? Yeah. I saw Ragnarok in the theater, and I may have seen it once I think I may have watched it once at home. But yeah, for the Thor movies, that was definitely my favorite. It wasn't my favorite MCU movie, but definitely for the Thor ones. I think Endgame is probably my favorite MCU movie overall. And I didn't really care one way or the other, actually, for any of the Iron Man movies. The first Iron Man I didn't really care for. It made sense. You had to have the character building. That's what started everything off. But yeah, the first one I really didn't care for. I found it really slow. And the Captain America ones, it's kind of indifferent. The Captain America ones, though, those were really building the team. Felt like even more so than the Avengers, really. And you have Suicides. Would you say it's worth it or not worth it if you don't max it? So I only think it's worthwhile for Arena. If you don't do a lot of Arena, I don't really think it's worthwhile. Although I think pretty much all of 7.4 I had Suicides on for, and it was fine. Actually, a fair bit of Act 7 I had them on for. For Act 6, I did as much as I could with them on, and then I would take them off once every 2 weeks and get stuff done for Act 6 that I didn't feel I could do with Suicides. But for a fair bit of 7, definitely 7.4, this could be not so good. Just kidding. For 7.4, yeah, it was absolutely fine. But I really don't think if you're not running Arena, I don't see them as a necessity. There are definitely some champions where that's going to make a pretty big difference. So like something like Omega Red, if you really want to be running him, if you really want to be running Ghost, Corvus, like those are champions where you're going to Clairvoyant as well, Diablo. Those are champions that it's a big difference between with and without. I will be running Arena, yeah. So the thing is, if you want to, regardless if you've got 1 point or all 3 points in Liquid Courage and Double Edge, you're always going to take that 5% recoil. So to make that worthwhile, that 5%, at least as far as the specials go, to make that worthwhile, you may as well have Double Edge and Liquid Courage maxed. Same idea if you're going... I don't think it makes a lot of sense to go half Suicide, which some people will do. If you were running a lot of Poison Immunes, then going... which one is the Poison? Liquid Edge? Liquid Courage? Then you'd spec just into that, but it doesn't make much sense, right? Because you're still taking the full 5% recoil. But yeah, I don't think you need to necessarily have all of the cores and whatnot to unlock all 6. You could unlock it as you go, but it wouldn't be something that I plan to only run 1 or 2 points in. I'd run all 6 points. It's just I don't know if 1 of 3 or 3 of 3 are going to make a huge difference. Yeah, I would not go 1 of 3. If you're going to go 1 of 3, just don't do it. Go 3 of 3 or just don't do that. That being said, I've never run less than 3 of 3. So, but I don't. And it's not so much the damage. It's just that if you're going to take that recoil, you may as well be getting the most out of it, right? I mean, you could absolutely do it without running specials at all. Or you could do like Ghost with Hood. Actually, Diablo is another one that really wouldn't matter over time because of how you're going to be healing. Same thing with Claire. And I mean, you could mitigate it a little bit with Coagulate. I don't run Coagulate. Main reason because I'm for the most part, it's just Arena. And fights don't last long enough where the bleed is going to matter too much. And most of the champions that I'm running, when I'm running Suicides, they're going to mitigate bleed. Yeah, well, and especially considering I'm always running Nick and DPX, I'm always going to drop off the bleed and heal up a bit. And then if it's a poison immune that I'm running, well, then I just drop off the bleed, heal up, and I don't have to worry about any of the debuffs. So, but yeah, I really don't feel that. I don't think I would run it at all without doing arena. Like if for whatever reason I wasn't going to do arena for 2 weeks or something, I think I would just take suicide. Well, no. If I weren't going to run arena for 2 weeks and there was something like Act 7 to do, so like let's say when 8-1 drops, if for whatever reason I decide when that drops I'm not going to run arena at all, I would take suicides off and leave them off for the whole time. I'm looking forward to seeing what the spring cleaning offers offer. Yeah. And it's funny because previously I didn't really care, and then after I got my first rank 4, and then the 3 to 4 gem from Act 7 exploration was really not what I wanted. I didn't want mutant and I didn't want science, and I got science. So after that, like I really want to see if I can get Hercules to rank 4. So yeah, so I'm kind of interested as well. But I really feel that we're going to see a 3 to 4 gem. I don't know if it's going to be a pick your class, or I don't think it's going to be a pick your class, or no. It should be a pick your class or generic. If it's a random one, I wouldn't spend money for it. If it's a pick your class or generic 3 to 4 gem, I might spend money. If it's a random one, I'm absolutely not spending money. If it's the resources that I would need to be within a catalyst, a T6B and a T3A, I would consider spending money there as well. Outside of that, I would not spend money for them. So I'll be getting 3 to 3, but not anytime soon because I don't want to spend like 100 all in one go. Yeah, your best. I mean, so you're thinking of it now, so it's still the best time to unlock suicides or any masteries that require a lot of force is during the gifting event. I mean, that's quite a ways off, so if you're looking to unlock them now, you don't want to be waiting that long. But doing it during the gifting event, because the amount of units that those cores take are quite a bit. So you could be trading for value rather than item for item. So you could say, you want 1,000 units worth of whatever, well, in your case of the cores, and then you could trade back somebody the greater gifting crystals or pots or revives or whatever it is. I'll do by buying through the monthly unit bundle. I can't not. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if you feel that you could save units up to the gifting event, then yeah, save the units that you need. And I think it was a while ago when we looked, and I think it was like around 500 to 7,500 units in total to get. That didn't. I don't think that included willpower though. But yeah, if you could save up to 10,000. Oh, geez, that got close. If you could save 10,000 units, you'd be good. Between now and the gifting, you'd be good for sure. And then you still have some units left over for gifting or whatever else you might want to use them for. But yeah, when I unlocked suicides, it was during the first gifting event, after I started playing the game. And at the time, it wasn't even because I saw using them. It was just that I figured if I wanted them unlocked, that was the time to do it. Because at the time, I wasn't looking for any other resources. I was not interested in the greater gifting crystals. And health pots and revives, I wasn't at a point where I needed them because I was like just relatively new to the game. So the content I was doing was not requiring that kind of stuff. Like it was like Act 2, Act 3. And it was also, I was spending money during that time as well. So I figured, I'll buy the units and then, because it was also to get the points for gifting for myself and for the Alliance. So. And I wasn't even doing arena at the time. I had no desire to do arena back then. And then I think I was doing arena. I was doing the T4B, T1A, and I didn't run suicides. I don't remember why I put them on, actually. I don't remember if I had them on initially because of arena, or it must have been. And then, yeah, I think, it was. And then I was like, what? I couldn't believe the difference. But yeah. I could not believe the difference. And then, so the first little while when I started doing arena, I would have suicides on during the week and then have them off on the weekends. And then as my roster grew and I had champions that would run well with suicides, then I just started leaving them on all the time. And then it was a matter of finding champions for war, attack, and AQ that were suicide friendly. And I'm sorry to ask this, but aren't you bored of this game? The same thing day after day. It's like Sisyphus punching the boulder up the hill every day just to watch it fall. It's not. Well, every now and then it's funny. So now that I don't play as often as I did, I don't. It doesn't come to mind. But when I was playing all the time, I was honestly quite often to be like, "What is the point of this? All we're doing is playing to increase the strength of our champions, to allow us to get resources, to increase the strength of our champions. That is all we're doing." So, like, I guess if there's a character that you really like, and it comes to the game, it gives you the opportunity to play that character that you really like. But for me, it's more of and I think this is why I spend so much time in arena. It's just a time sink. It's just something to do to kill time. But yeah, thinking of like the mechanics of the game. But I think even just like yesterday, I was playing, and I was just thinking to myself, all it is tap, forward, backward, tap. That's all the game is. So, but, and I mean, I definitely haven't streamed as much as I used to, but there was a little while there where if not for streaming, I probably wouldn't have kept playing. Parasite, how you doing? I say from now till next gifting, I'll be you'll save 13,000 units tonight. But the thing is, it's going to be hard to save that many units up until then, because there's definitely spring cleaning coming up. There's definitely going to be things coming up that are going to be like, oh man, I want to spend for this, or I want to use units for this. Earning the units isn't the hard part, it's keeping those units that you earn. Because there's always going to be something that comes along. Like, I was doing pretty damn good with the units I had saved until the Act 7 completion reward, completion offer. Ugh. When the Act 7 dropped, I was working, so I couldn't see what was going on. And then I took a look. I saw somebody was streaming, and I'm trying to think. I don't know if they had already finished their stream or they were still live. But I waited a couple minutes just to see what the completion offer was. Because if the completion offer wasn't something that I was interested in, then I would have been in absolutely no rush to get it completed. But when I saw what it was going to allow me to get my first R4. I'm like, oh shit, I got to get this thing done quick. So, and then I think it was like the next day where there's just a random, and it wasn't even a post, it was just a random comment on the forums that within a month, the discount, so rather than being able to get that offer for 10,000 units, it was going to be 12,000. So that kind of lit the fire under my butt to make sure I got her done kind of quick, because 2,000 units saved is 2,000 units saved. Yeah, you get champs to do quests, to get upgrades, to get more champs, to get more upgrades, and so on. Yep. Very repetitive. Yeah. Monday stream, didn't expect. Once I saw that I had Monday off, I figured I would end up streaming today, but I wasn't too sure. And now that I'm up at 3 a.m. for work, I can't, sleeping in now is 5 a.m. Oh man. So I got up at 5. What did I didn't do anything. I got a couple videos done and scheduled to publish. And I think that was about it. And then I had a nap for about an hour, woke up, and the arena had started. And I was like, okay, well, let's get the 6 stars done. So I'm going to get the 6 stars done, get something to eat, probably get to about 1 million points for the Summoner Trials, and then try to get the basic done as well. So I'll have a pretty good start. Shit, I think after that, pretty much, I would just need to run about 2 million more points in the feature tomorrow, and then just the trials. I should be able to get the basic done, because the basic I'm only doing 4 million. I should be able to get that done today. So yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday I won't have very much arena to do at all. But yeah, George, as far as the repetitiveness of the game, I've thought that a lot. And I've said before too, I think if I were to go without playing the game for a week, I don't think I would come back at all. I enjoy it because I'm a kind of a beginner, so every day I do arena or something, I find new playstyles, new champs. But at this point, you must know everything there is to know. No, I absolutely do not. So, for example, like even the champions I use on a regular basis. Let me see. I'm trying to think if I've read through all of their descriptions. Corvus, I would have definitely read through his entire description. Claire, I'm actually not 100% on Claire for her clairvoyant charges. No, I think I got that straight. Because it's you get a clairvoyant charge if the opponent is immune to one of your debuffs. So yeah, no, I've got her. But the champion, Null, I'm definitely not familiar with. And I use him in AQ all the time. Trying to think who else. Ultron. I've read through Ultron's info a couple times, but definitely no expert on Ultron. So I'm just thinking, and this is only the champions that I use on a regular basis. Never mind champions who are new or that I don't use. Champions who are new, I don't know anything about. Champions who I don't use, I in some cases I couldn't even tell you what class they are. So no, I definitely wouldn't say I know everything for the game. Like I asked my friends in MCOC, they had suicides before Act 5, and they said it's not worth getting. Yeah. If you're gonna run arena, well, so the thing is too, if you're running arena a lot, arena is gonna pay for them, right? Because you're gonna get battle chips and units from doing arena a lot. So, but yeah, for earlier content, even later content, there's nothing where suicides are a requirement. It would make the fights go a little bit faster. But for AOL, I don't really know if for AOL you'd notice a huge difference. I think for LOL you probably would. If you're running Aegon with suicides, you'd probably notice a pretty big difference there. Maybe AOL. I'm just thinking I don't know about AOL too much because of the well, I mean both LOL and AOL have the damage cap. But with LOL the health pools being not as large, so your extra attack is going to over time make a pretty big, I guess yeah, it would make a difference in AOL as well. Not for your specials, just for your regular hits though. For example, I was so surprised when I found out the hood puts the charges on the opponent, and with heavy does burst. It's yeah. But now in that case though, that's only since he was buffed. Like that wasn't an original ability for him. That's only since he had his buff. So and that's something too, right? You've got a lot of champions who were one way, they got buffed, and then they're different too. I took Claire to R3 this morning and love her. She may be my first R4. Yeah, I could. So for Mystic, I don't know if I would do Claire or Diablo. I use Claire quite a bit I usually have her in war. I don't have her in war this time. And then I'll often have her on the team just because, like, if shit hits the fan, she's a good one to go to for sure. And then her global synergy, where everybody on the team will do more damage against villains, is quite nice. And if you're running suicides, she's really good because she's quite sustainable with suicides. Yeah, no, she's definitely a good champion. Most people, their priority for Mystic class would be Doom, which nothing wrong with that. And for me, it probably would be as well. But just running suicides, I don't use them very much. If not for suicides, I would probably use them a lot more. But that's why for me it would be between Claire and Diablo. What about variants? Will that make it easier? No, because it would be the same across the board. But yeah, like, so the one reason why suicides are so good for arenas. Arena fights aren't very long, and in most cases, by your L2 in arena, if you throw your L2, the fight's going to be over just because you've already done enough damage up to that point anyways. So one, you're not going to have to worry about recoil in arena, and two, it is just going to speed up the fights. Plus, it's also going to increase your base hero rating, and the higher your base hero rating, the more points you'll get. So which means because of suicides, you end up getting more points per win than you would without. So it makes the fights faster. It's not a huge amount of points, but you know, over time they do add up. And as far as the variants, yeah, it's really just going to come down to the champions that you're using. Like if you're in a variant and you can use Claire, you could use Diablo, or you could use Ultron, then suicides are really going to be nice to have there. I just do that. You know what I realized? I hate Act 6 completion more than Act 4 exploration because of the gates and the bosses. They all need specific champs and they need bad ones, so if you're free to play. Yeah, Act 6 is probably the worst bit of content in the game. Yeah. No, Act 6 was not an enjoyable time, and it was mainly because of the gates. Plus, that's where they took the ability to use the 4 stars in content away, which I think that's crazy. Not even so much for the use of the champions, just that if you had a synergy team with a 4 star or 2, then that synergy team was gone, right? And that kind of sucked. Oh, you stinker. There we go. Now you have to waste every reward from a monthly on a single boss. I was running 1 month without suicides, couldn't tolerate, put it back on. Arena takes hella a long time, maybe twice the time. If I were just initially when I started Arena, I was only doing the T4B and the T1A arenas, and I didn't have suicides on. I wouldn't even do those arenas now without. Let alone doing, well, one, I would definitely not go for a champion without running suicide. And two, I could see possibly doing milestones, like how I'm running Arena currently. I could see doing that without suicides, but even that would be quite unlikely, and definitely not what I was doing, where I was going for the top 5 and 10% in the featured and basic. Okay, man, sorry, but it's late for me, and I gotta go. Have a fun time. All right, George, thanks for coming and hanging out. Have a good one. I gotta use up some energy too. But I'm gonna do. I think actually I've got all the points. I've gotten to the 4th milestone for event quest completion, and I don't normally for EQ completion. I don't normally try to max out. I'll max out everything else, but that one, not really. So I might actually done. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Damn it. He's been auto blocking me like all freaking day. I think I was doing EQ completion. I kept going to intercept him every time, getting auto blocked. And that was annoying. So annoying. So what have you been up to, Parasite, now that you're at 12K prestige? Look at you. You know, I really didn't think I would notice such a difference in Hyperion unduped, but it's quite a difference. Because I think I had the 5-star maybe 2 weeks to a month that I played him unduped. And so I've only really ever known Hyperion duped. Now with the 6-star, I've only used him a couple times just for like 2 fights in ROL just to try out. And yeah, he definitely feels different. So I'm looking forward to, I think the base pool, yeah, he'll be in the base pool tomorrow for 6-star. So I'll be opening I've got a Cosmic Nexus and a Cosmic Tech dual class. So I'll be opening those probably tomorrow to get Hyperion duped, hopefully. Time for Abyss. Have you done your first path in Abyss? Because if not, I mean, you may as well just work it out where 3 paths match up with the Volume 2 challenges. Ah, crap. I wanted to throw the heavy, but I was too far back for it to hit. Not yet. Double dip. Yeah. Haven't done LOL. I don't think LOL really has anything now to really make it worthwhile, other than if somebody's got Aegon. Well, it's really, other than time and energy, it's not going to cost you anything, so whatever. But LOL, yeah, there's really, and to be honest, even AOL, I think that's losing, like the rewards there are really losing their value. The generic 6-star gem, obviously nice for sure. But if you've got a pretty big roster, that Abyss Nexus is less and less appealing for the work you have to put in for it. But I guess if you take into account the Volume 2 challenges, if you add those in as Abyss rewards, and then you're looking at, in a sense, you're also getting the T3A and the T6B by doing Abyss, then that, in a sense, and a bunch of Sig Stones, so then that kind of would bump up the rewards, in a sense, that you'd be getting from Abyss. Just need to do Karina 1.0. Yeah, I was gonna do the Inhuman Challenge this weekend. I started it yesterday, and I got Star-Lord down to 80%. I used Medusa and Black Bolt, and I got him to 80%. And one, I was like, I just don't feel like doing this for 4 to 6 hours. And 2, I would definitely be spending units because I didn't have very many revives in Overflow at all. So I'm gonna probably, I don't know, I'll probably do it next Sunday. Well, Sunday. And then Volume 1 will be done. Done. And actually, probably it's better for me to do it when we know what the offers are for spring cleaning. Because if it's as it is right. Well, I think as far as the T5CC selector, I'm going to go Cosmic. Yeah, no other class, because skill I've got to, Mystic I've got to, Tech I've got 1, but there's no Tech I could see taking to rank 3, so I don't need more than 1 for that. Science, I think I've already got 2 for Science. Yeah. That's why I hate them 6-7 hours for one content. It's so boring. Yeah. So, like I've got a ton of level 3 health pots, and I used a couple when I was going through EQ completion, just because they were ones that were going to expire in 6 days. So I was using the ones that would expire in 6 days. Anything expire in 7 or more days, then I'll keep those ones till next week. But yeah, if I'm up relatively early Saturday, go for about an hour or 2. Take a break for a while, go for another hour or 2, and then another break. But I should be able to get it done by mid-afternoon Sunday. Well, I guess it depends how quick I am for arena, for the next set of arena, because if I'm done all arenas by Saturday evening, I could get started Saturday evening. But actually, like I definitely want to get Hercules to rank 4, but if there's nothing from the spring cleaning offers that will allow me to do so without spending money, well, no, if there's nothing from the spring cleaning offers that will allow me to do so, it will be good, because then I won't have the feeling like I need to spend money. Bro, how you doing? How's your Easter Monday coming along? How was your Easter weekend? Oh, AQ done. Well, let's see what we ended up with. AQ 835. And I think we didn't get 100% a couple days. One day. Okay. And I think last AQ we were in the 60s. So we'll see shortly where we end up. Doing great. All right, Tony. Tony the Tagger. So were you working today, Kroger, or do you have the day off? So I'm on a 3-day weekend from work. I had Saturday, Sunday, and then today off, and then this week I only get Sunday off. Then I think the next week is 2 days, and then the next week is 3 days off again. Which, I don't think I mind too much. I think I'd be quite okay with doing like a rotation of 1 day off and then 3 days off. I think I'm okay with that. Although 3 days off, well, other than the streaming for today, and I did get some video stuff done, but I don't know, man. I kind of feel, which is why I was starting the Inhuman Challenge yesterday, was kind of like, geez, what am I going to do with all this free time? Think you'll stick with the job that long? The only thing I don't care for right now is the scheduling. The scheduling as far as start time. So I don't care what time I start. Like I could start at 1 a.m. I could start at 5 in the afternoon, so long as that's what I'm always starting at. But that has the potential to change, which that will be the biggest reason I think currently why I would not stick with it. But the job itself, I don't mind. I'm far more confident in doing the job itself, answering the phones, talking to people, than I was the first week or so. The benefits of like the free flights is definitely nice. I haven't taken advantage of that. I don't have any plan to anytime soon. But maybe once I start doing that, I'll like it even more. Greater gifting crystals might give you a 6-star awakening gem. The only class that I would want for awakening gem is tech, though. I don't think. Yeah, that's the only class where I really have somebody I want to awaken. No other class. There's definitely champions that I would like, but tech for ghost, not a necessity, but I would make a huge difference. Mutant would go to Professor X. Don't think it would make a huge difference for him. Cosmic would go to CGR. Again, not a huge difference. Gil, I don't think anybody. I think maybe Kingpin? Science would be interesting. Mystic. Oh. Mystic Gem. I would just be holding on to, actually. Yeah, there's nobody in Mystic that I... Oh, Dr. Voodoo. I would probably use it on him. Most likely. Maury, how you doing? Relentless, how goes it? How you guys doing? But yeah, no, tech, as soon as I got... as soon as I were to get a tech gem, it would go to Ghost. No doubt about it. Just watched Lag's opening of 70 Calves. Okay. I think I am... I was about to say I think I'm done with calves, but no, I'll probably open another 2 when... but only 2 at a time. When Omega Sentinel is in them. I'm doing good, feeling fat from the weekend? I bet, yeah. Who would you give Science? I don't know, actually. Science, there's quite a few champions. So Spidey 2099. Anti-Venom. Miles Morales, but for him, it would only be because of the Volume 2 challenge for Luke Cage. So for one single fight, I don't think I would do it for Miles. But anyway, so Spidey 2099, Anti-Venom, Immortal Hulk. I think I would probably hold on to a Science one for a little while, actually. And hopefully get I-Bomb. If I were to get I-Bomb, it would absolutely go to him. And if I were really pushing for prestige, it would go to Overseer. But Overseer, he'll probably go to rank 3. But I don't know if... no, I should say that. I don't know if I would take him to rank 3. I haven't used him. I don't know anything about him at all. So... I don't know what I would do. Let's just say he had your hype block. Okay. Well, I didn't have luck for Hyperion. That was just all on my thumbs. Oh, you mean the bad luck? Oh dear. Yeah, I feel that then. Oy. I opened some Black Cat Cav the other day. I popped 5, just 5, pulled 4, 5, and 6 Omega Sentinels. Seriously? Damn. Okay, there's other people streaming, bro. You could go say hello to them if you want. Actually, though, the only champion that I've actually been a little bit bitter about people getting was Hyperion. Because it seemed like everybody was getting 6-star Hyperion except me. And I wanted him so bad. I mean, bad enough that I was willing to do the basic arena for. And overshot by a lot. So, I mean, any other champion, if somebody gets, good for them. Hyperion? go watch somebody else's stream. Although now that I have Hyperion, it's okay. We can hang out. But man, like I swear, everybody in my alliance must have a 6-star Hyperion. I'm 1 tier 6 basic and 1 tier 3 alpha away from my next rank 4. Okay. I have Overseer and I won't rank him up until he's duped. Huge benefit from that dupe. Okay. And I spent over 1,000 and didn't pull her. I was like, well, who was he going for? Omega Sentinel or Black Cat? So I used the 5-star Black Cat in Arena, and I don't like... There's somebody else that has a similar kind of double kick or twirly something or whatever, and I don't like that. So I don't know anything. I don't know enough about her one way or the other to say I would use her or not, but at least from that, I don't see utilizing her too much. I mean, it's a 5-star, so I'm probably not going to use the 5-star really anyways. But even if I were to get the 6-star, yeah, I don't know if I would put her to use too much. Who was the other one? Oh, Professor X. So I didn't like with Professor X when you dash back and he goes like phases kind of, because then I could never figure out where he was. So that was a big reason why I don't use him. But then also he wouldn't be good with suicides. But initially that was the reason I did not care for him at all. I ended up taking the 6-star to rank 2 because I figured, well, if I'm going to play with him or try him out, I may as well have him at rank 2. But now the reason I wouldn't use him is just due to suicide. I did use him enough to get used to the phase thing. But yeah, with suicides, he would not be the way to go. He was going for Black Cat? Okay. Yeah, so for me, like it's always, like my biggest interest is going to be champions who are suicide friendly. Took her straight to... I've had no luck for Cavs. I've gotten some of the 5-star I targeted, but never gotten a 6-star of the feature. Okay. Took her straight to R3 and awakened with a generic. Oh. Since it'll be a long time till she's available in any non-unit crystal. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because she... Not the feature that drops tomorrow, but the next feature she'll be in. So it's at least 3 months, right? And I think whatever 6-star shards I get, I'm gonna hold. And that will be. I'll open that feature. I don't think I'm gonna open any basics. I won't open it. Well, I don't think I'm gonna open any of the next feature. Because none of the new champions who are going to be in it are ones that I'm looking for. So it would be... You would have to have all of these champions in it for me to consider it. You would have to have Ghost, King Groot, is that? No, there's more than just that. Ghost to get awakened, King Groot just to get higher Sig. I know there were other champions I said as well. I can't remember who else now. No, oh no, because I'd like him at a higher Sig. Gridfield, how you doing? You just got 6-star Spidey 2099? Nice. Congratulations. Congratulations. I don't use him a lot, but when I do use him, I like him. He's fun. Let's see some. Okay, let's get out of that. All right. And I'm waiting till level up, and I'm going to take Black Cat to R3. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I would, for any champion that's subject to their changing program or whatever, I don't know. I would be pretty hesitant to do anything with. Bird, thank you for the follow. How's your day coming along? How many of you guys checked your phone to see if you just got a notification? And on spring cleaning, I'm going to use an awakening gem and sig stones on her. Okay. So do you still have crystals to open for Kitty, or have you opened all the crystals that you could? Yeah, I really don't think that there'd be anybody. Oh crap, I did the same thing twice. I really don't think there'll be anybody in the new batch that I'd be interested in from the feature. Blade as a 6-star would be cool, but I wouldn't go for him. Like, I wouldn't spend the extra units. Will you be streaming tomorrow? I don't think so. I do not think so. For the most part now, it's pretty much just either Saturday or Sunday morning where I'm streaming. If I can start like finishing work and not feeling like I need to have a nap, I might stream like in the afternoon on the weekdays. But pretty much every day so far, when I've been starting at 5, by the time I'm done at 1:30, I'm like, no, I need to have a sleep. I can't see myself opening the next feature either. It would have to be pretty killer sub features. Yeah. That thing did throw me for a second. And it's funny because when I heard it, I checked my my messenger app on the computer, and I've got it there specifically, like I've got that sound so that when it happens, people on the stream would check their phones, but it's not supposed to happen to me. Because I heard it, I'm like, well, I didn't see anything pop up on the phone, so I looked at the messenger app on the computer, and I was like, oh right. And so then I looked at the OBS, and then I saw that there's a new follower. Oh dear. So I just punked myself. See you on your next stream. I gotta go to sleep, work tomorrow. All right, dude. Well, thanks for coming and saying hello. It's always good to see new people. Yeah, I think I would. So that was another thing too, like what I was saying about how the schedule changes. So it's the same. So there's like a window each week that I could start. I could start between 5 and 8 a.m. And so far, it's all been 5 a.m. And then I think next week is 5:45, which when I first saw that it's 5:45, I was like, no, I don't want to change. And I'm like, 45 minutes, that's okay. But yeah, if it were to be starting at 8 a.m., I would try to trade with somebody. But if that were to happen frequently, I don't think I would stick with it. Which I can't complain, because going into the job, I knew it was shift work. But I didn't necessarily... It makes sense, too, that it's going to change, right? Because, you know, somebody starting at 7 in the afternoon, 7 p.m. doesn't always want to start at 7 p.m., right? So they do need to change it up now and then. I get that, but I just want consistency for whatever time it is. So yeah, if I were starting at a shitty time, I don't know what a shitty time would be, but if I were starting at a shitty time and it changed, I'd be willing to trade with somebody that had a good time. Or sorry, if I was starting at a good time and somebody had a shitty time, if so let's say 5 a.m. is the shitty time, because I've started there, I want to be consistent with it. So if I ended up with like I don't know what a good time would be. Let's just say 1 p.m. was considered a good time to start. I'd be willing to give up the 1 p.m. and start at 5 a.m. just to be consistent. So for this specific job, as of right now, that's the biggest reason I want to do something else within the company. And I haven't taken advantage of the benefits yet of the free travel. But there's nowhere that I really see going. There's a couple places, though, in Canada where I'd never even heard of until this job. And like they seem like pretty scenic places. So I could see going one of those places like for 2 days or something, and then, you know, when people call in and that's where they're booking a trip to, I'll actually know where they're going. And then there's a few friends that I would go and see, like There's somebody in the Yukon. I should go see some relatives in Ontario. Maybe Nova Scotia. But yeah, outside of that, really the only place I want to go to is my parents. But we stopped flying there. Actually, I think it's today. I think today or the end of this week is the last that we fly there until November. So I won't be able to go there for free. Although to go see them isn't that expensive anyways, so like I think it's, well, when I was looking the last time it was only one way I was looking, and I think it was like maybe 250 to 300-ish. But that could also be off season too. Because during the tourist season it would definitely be expensive to go. It confuses the sleep timing? Yeah. Well, that's why, like I said, right? Like now, if I wake up at 5 a.m., I feel like I slept in. Because I've been, for the last 2-3 weeks, I've been getting up at 3 a.m. But my problem is I've been going to bed the same kind of time, like 10, 11. I need to start going to bed at like 9 if I'm going to get up at 3. I think that's a big reason why I'm finishing the workday and then having the nap. It's because I'm going to bed too late. If I had more time off, I could see going over to Europe, maybe. I'd rather go places I haven't gone, but I was thinking about it the other day, like going and hanging out in Italy for like a weekend or something wouldn't be bad, but then you've got to recover from the jet lag, so that's like a day or two. And then now that I'm older too, I think it would take me even longer to recover from. Because when I was younger, probably within like a day I was over jet lag. Now, it probably take me a week. Oh, let me use up a little bit of energy after this fight. Ooh, and I'm going to do the final quest for the monthly EQ because it's the Mystic quest, and we had Mystic oh snap! I'm gonna die. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Whew. We are old, yeah. Yeah, I remember the first time I went overseas, I was 21 or 22. And, I mean, it wasn't a long flight. It was like 7 hours, 9 hours. And within a day, like, and I think I slept on the plane. So then when I got, and the first time was to Dublin. And I'm trying to think. I think I got to the hostel and then I went out for a while. Yeah, I came back like 3 or 4 in the afternoon and then napped for a while, and with the next day I was fine. I was good to go. But then where was the last place? Oh, I think the last place would have been when I went to Israel. That took me some time to adjust. Oh my goodness. But it was probably also the heat too. But yeah, it was like 2 or 3 days until I felt like myself. Okay, so let's go. All I know is that this is Mystics. I have no idea what the nodes would be. Is that it? Oh, I can't use Dragon Man. Well, This should do it. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay. Heat is a big issue in the Middle East? Yeah. It is. So I just want to use up a bit of energy just so I'm not capped on energy while I'm still doing arenas. Let's go. Yeah, Israel wasn't too bad. Like Tel Aviv was okay, but driving to Jerusalem, that was hot. But I mean, it's because also you're going through the desert. So, but yeah, Tel Aviv wasn't too bad. Like right by the water, yeah, pretty decent. Let's go. Probably just need to do one fight, then for the rest of the arena will be good for energy. Oh, thank you. Man, I thought he was gonna be through him a lot quicker with her actually. I guess maybe that was it. I just hadn't gotten to an L2. There we go. Egypt, I didn't find the heat too bad. Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad. There was one day when I was at the pyramids because there was like really no way to get out of it, like no reprieve from the heat, but it wasn't too bad. But yeah, just being around Cairo was fine. Ooh, this is going to be a long one, isn't it? Yes, it is. Damn, this might have been better to just do with frickin' Nick. And I don't think if I use the incinerate, I don't think that's going to do us any good. Okay. It's not bad. I don't think an L1 would quite. It would have been close. This L2 should be it, though. Yeah. South Africa might be hot. Yeah, well, except the seasons would be flipped, though, right? Like this would be their fall coming up onto their winter. But I didn't find. I'm trying to think of the time of year though I was there. But I didn't find so I was in Namibia and Botswana, and it wasn't. But then again, it was like I was there for a little bit over a month, so I got some time to get used to it. But I didn't find it to be too bad. Oi, 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 oi. Okay. I need to figure out how to use Karnak. For the final Volume 1 challenge, because he is going to come in handy for a couple fights. He should have built up Death Touch charges and spammed an SP3 against Ultron, and he's dead. They got the job done, so it's okay. It's okay. It's over. It's over. Yeah, I think that would have been like one of the. Because Diablo would have. Oh, Diablo actually wouldn't have been bad. I would have been able to poison him. But it wouldn't. Oh. Doom would have been bad. Yeah, I think Nick would have been the best option there. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm noticing that Carnage seems to be gaining power a lot quicker than I remember. At least when I'm fighting against him. Now, I don't remember him gaining power anywhere near as quick as seems like the last little while. Ooh, I want to throw in some of the lower 6 stars as well. No, let's not do this. This is going to take too dang long. No. I think there's only like 3 6 stars that are quite low. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna request help for all of them. Holy, that would take a long damn time. Anybody who's higher up there. Ooh, shock and incinerate. He has resistance, bleed, and poison. He is immune. Yeah. Yeah, that's why for the team I had, it was going to be slow going. Although with anybody doing energy damage, he was going to heal back some, right? Whereas at least the bleed or poison, it just wouldn't do the damage, but the hits overall should do something. But anybody with energy damage, it's going to allow him to heal back some of that damage. I mean, if he had been the boss, I would have probably brought in like Hercules or something, or a Cosmic. But just on the lane, that's fine. I'm not sure how he works after the buff for Karnak. Yeah, I read his info. And actually, you know what? So I'd never read Black Bolt's info until yesterday when I was looking at the Inhuman Challenge. So I didn't realize that he gets precision and furies from doing crits. And then with the synergy with, I think it's the Royal Family synergy, that those buffs become permanent. So yeah, I had no clue. And then with Karnak, when I was reading this stuff, it was kind of looking like for Karnak, he'd be fine with suicides. Because I was going to take suicides off. I'm definitely going to change up my masteries to do it. And initially I was going to take suicides off, and I think I might not need to. Because with the Medusa and Black Bolt being poison immune, and then Molokon being poison immune, and I'm not going to use Quake, she'll be on the team. So she would be the only one really affected by the suicides. Black Bolt and Medusa, Medusa I might want to be throwing L2s, but I'm thinking, considering the Enrage, I would probably be able to throw specials, and the Enrage would end up killing me anyways. So I don't think that would matter, so long as I'm not getting hit. Because if I'm throwing specials, losing that 5% plus getting hit, then yeah, it's not going to last very long. But yeah, before I have a go, I'll take a look at a video or two and just see what people did. But I think Karnak should be good for the Venom Pool, which is Venom Pool. Actually, Maestro wasn't too bad with Sabretooth. Maestro sucked with Star-Lord. And it wasn't that the fight was difficult, it was just the amount of times you got to quit out because of his regen. So with not using a tech, that won't be an issue. And I think there's, 2 Mystics? Just Jane Foster and... Oh, I also wanted some lower ones. Jane Foster and Doctor Strange. The main problem with Star-Lord is the combo? Yeah, Yeah, but I mean, you're not going to get a high combo anyways. You're just not going to last long enough due to your age. But and then so that's why that was an issue with Maestro and Venompool, because of the amount of times you had to quit out. So even if you had your combo going, once they get the regen, you got to quit out. So then you got to start over anyways. Whereas every other fight, I think pretty much every other fight, you could just keep going until you died of the rage. So Venompool would probably be the same issue. I think there's something with Karnak. I don't think he negates the regen, but I think he can... I can't remember what it is. But he would crit through blocks. And there was something else. Which path did you take for dance-off? Small path? Yeah, the shorter one. Bigger health pools, but less fights. I think 6 fights in total. Starting off with Star-Lord, then to Jane Foster, then to Daredevil. I think after Daredevil is Venompool. Let me see if I can... So, Star-Lord, Jane Foster, Daredevil, Venompool, Kamala Khan, Doctor Strange, Rocket. I think I'm missing one. And then Maestro. Maybe not, because that's 8 fights, and I think it was only 8. I think it was 7, and then Maestro. So that would be it. But yeah, and I'm going to do the same path again. Just because I've already done it twice, so I may as well just stick with it. I'll know what to expect for each. I know I know where the problems are going to be. And it's kind of nice because other than Black Bolt, I guess Medusa Medusa you don't really build up. You just want to get your armor shatter to do your, and then just throw a lot of light attacks. So Black Bolt, well, and I guess Karnak you kind of build up, sort of, but it's not like a build up like Sabretooth or Star-Lord. Whereas if you lose your combo, you're kind of, well, for Star-Lord you're kind of screwed, and for Sabretooth, if you lose one of your precision charges, you start to sweat. That's pretty sad that I remembered all of the champions on that path. But yeah, so I went through, I used Medusa and Black Bolt, and I got Star-Lord down to 20%. Sorry, I got him down to 80%, so I took him down 20%. So if I were able to do that, yeah, but that's 2 champions. I was just thinking, because then in that sense, I should be able to get it done in 5 revives, which, if so, would be the by far the cheapest. Granted, with Sabretooth, there was a lot of revives because of just getting the Furies built up on Sabretooth. So, but Star-Lord, I think it was like 10 revives? No, 8? It was a bunch of revives with Star-Lord versus Star-Lord. You know what, though? The Volume 2 ones with the Abyss, in a sense, could be easier. Because those ones, you could end up doing that with rank 5s. Whereas the LOL ones, the power of the champions you're using is never going to increase. Whereas using the 6 stars for AOL, yeah, you have the potential to be using R4s or R5s. And I think I've got everybody who I would use. So Sumshi and Null would both be main attackers for their challenges. They're both at R3. I don't have Strife. So he would be the one that I would be waiting on. I don't think I'll do it with a 5-star Strife. And if I could do it without Strife, and if it were like going to be a difference of 20 revives, then I'd probably do it without. But yeah, I don't know who my main attacker would be if not Strife. Maybe Professor X, but and I would have suicides off, so okay, fine. But I've never really used him enough to know how to play him effectively. That could be a good way to learn to use him though. I don't know. I think. Yeah, I haven't really looked at that one at all because I know that's not happening for quite some time. I really haven't spent much time looking at that. Although I was watching Buddy Lee do the Karina's Challengers one the other day, and now I'm definitely not going to think because of watching him do it that okay, that's how it's going to go for me. But it didn't look terrible. And I think all of the champions he was using, he had some Shi, he had Diablo, and I don't know if Longshot would be a better option than Diablo, but at least Diablo and Sung Shi have got it rank 3. Yeah, I don't know who else would be. Oh, and then I think he had Ultron or... Yeah, I think he had Ultron, who I'm guessing would be for Havoc. So that's another one I've got at rank 3. So that one I'm not too worried about. But I think I'll probably do the mutant one last until I get a 6-star strike. Or figure out another option. And actually the mutant one, I think it's kind of just any mutant, right? So if there were another mutant introduced at some point, you could potentially use them as well. I guess the same thing could be said for the... Oh, you know what? I hadn't even thought of that. Because, yeah, I'll get Volume 1 done. And then I might do the Karina's Challengers. Ultron and She-Hulk? Oh, okay. Oh, he had I-Hulk. Yeah. But Mole Man, I think you would use Mole Man if you weren't using some Shi. And I would definitely want to use some Shi for Luke Cage. I don't know who I would use for Darkhawk. But the two things that I would like for... I actually need to look at the mutant one and see, because I'm thinking Strife and Red Mags. So Cable and Apocalypse, I know I'm going to have those two. I don't know who the other 3 would be. And then Strife, so I guess it's really who the other 2 would be. But, yeah. I mean, I'm not planning to open 6 stars for quite some time, so I don't know how I'm going to get Cap IW for Luke Cage. Well, that would get around the Unstoppable. Wouldn't do anything for the Unblock. I don't think I would take Cap IW, though. Because I think that might be the only fight, right? I'd have to look and see where else. Because if I could use Cap IW for a few fights, then yeah, I'd probably do that. No need to worry about the Unstoppable. So long as you've got the kinetic charges, though. And you're not going to be able to get them when he's unblockable. And I don't think I've seen anybody with Cap IW for that challenge. Redwood, how you doing? How's your Monday coming along? Trying to decide if I want to go out to eat or if I want to cook at home. Smart thing would be to cook at home, but... DJ, how you doing? What's new and exciting? So we've got about another 2 million to go here. And then we'll get the streak going for Summoner Trials. Yeah, I think I'm just going to change I have changed the way I do Arena. Because it used to be I would do the feature, get the 6 stars on cooldown, then get going with the basic. But I think I'm going to start leaving the basic for day 2. Because the basic I can get done in one go. It's the only one I can get done in one go. The feature takes 1 and a little bit. And the Summoner Trials takes all the time. I'm doing good, depending what I'm going to do as well. What you're going to do in regards to the created following 2 challenges, or? Open a basic ritual or wait to see how the feature looks 6 stars. I'd wait. If that's what you're contemplating, yeah, wait until tomorrow. It's not that far off. And I mean, if there's potential, we know who the new champions are going to be. It just really comes down to who the reused champions are going to be. And then I'm going to be opening my Cosmic Nexus and the dual class Cosmic Tech. Just hoping to get Hyperion duped. I had the 5 basic Nexus that I was going to wait until tomorrow as well, but I didn't. I did not wait. Oh. Okay. So that would probably be the fastest one. Yeah, I think I'm going to go out get something to eat. It's terrible. What's been happening, though, when I'm done work, so I've been talking to people on the phone all day, and I'm inside all day, and I'm like, I need to get out. So then I end up going out for something to eat, and it's not bad food, but I think what I've got at home is just as good. But it's more just to get out. So do you have 15,000 shards, Redwood? Because yeah, I would definitely wait. Do you do the sigil? So you have to work Sunday if Monday is off? It changes. So like this I had Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. And then next week I only have Sunday off. And then I think the week after I get Saturday and Sunday off. And then after that it's Saturday, Sunday, and Monday again. So that was also one of the reasons I wanted to get the Volume 1 done this weekend with the 2 days off. But I think it should be okay. Would you like to see Omega Red or Corvus in the featured 6-star for once as reused champions? I think I prefer Omega Red, actually. Neither of them would entice me to open features because it's yeah, Omega Red, because Corvus is just on defense. I haven't used him. I use him in incursion still. Yeah, I prefer to see Omega Red. What about you? I got the sigil, which I can get a feature from and could get to 13,000 shards after exploring Cab. Okay. Yeah, and I think I'm going to get the feature or the sigil just before it resets. And then I'm going to get the T4B, the health pots, That's the main thing, the T4B and the health pots. And then it will reset, and I'll be able to get them again. So I'll have the sigil for a month, but I'll be able to utilize 2 resets for the resources that I want from it. I don't know. Well, you know what? I'm just thinking about it now. It might be better to do that. I mean, it's $10, so it's not the end of the world. But if I'm going to do that, it might be better to wait until Omega Sentinels feature. Will Doom be there in this feature? Ooh. But you know what it seems like, though? They'll do a feature that's like super OP, and then they'll do a really lackluster feature. So I think this is going to be the lackluster feature. Because this feature that we got right now is like really OP. And the one with Omega Sentinel, I think, is going to be really OP as well. So I think what we're going to see tomorrow, I don't think the sub features are going to be that enticing. I think overall it's going to be saving your shards for 3 months. Either or, but I'd much rather see Corvus. He'd be an automatic rank 3 even unduped. Okay. No, Corvus, yeah, definitely good champion for sure. Well, if I were running a different lane for map 8, I might still be using him for AQ. But the lane I run for map 8. Actually, you know what? If there were a way that his armor breaks lasted longer, or that he got multiple armor breaks, I would be using him for my lane. I think if Corvus was in there, I may get enticed. Oh, really? Okay. Plus Blade. Blade, though, I don't know, man. I don't see I would use him as a 6-star. Because I just don't see what guild champion he would replace for me. Yeah, I don't see what skill champion. Because Sumshi... I guess if there were a situation where I needed to be fighting Mystics, but yeah, but between Sumshi and Nick, I don't see. And then Moman is going to go to rank 3 on the next skill advancement. I mean, none of them really have healing. Yeah, I don't know. Blade would just be nostalgia. Yeah, I think that's what it would be for me too. There you go. You're right, of course. So our Cyclops will be back in the feature then, probably. Cyclops and Groot. Iron Patriot as well. But yeah, it really feels like that's what they're doing. They alternate between a really good featured 6-star and a really lackluster one. I'm more excited though. I don't know. Oh. I think I'm gonna open 10 5-stars a week until I get 5-star Wolverine. But I need to make sure I don't. What's gonna really prevent me from just opening? I think I've got 1 million 5-star shards. They're pretty damn close. Let's see. But what would stop me from opening all 100 at once would be the amount of ice. I've got way too much. Oh. Did I claim? Okay. And let's just get to 1 million right now. I think I've got the Max Sig 4 stars. Yeah, okay, there we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, so now we're over 1 million 5-star shards. Okay. So, I don't know if I should go the basic 5 stars or if I should go the dual class. No, I'll go basic, because then that would be a good variety of ISO. Yeah. I used my rank 3 blade and Starkey for this AQ cycle, but that's also because I was doing 7-4 completion and just got 4-5 and 4-6 left. Okay. I already have Furious and Shi, Moman, and KP. Oh, that rank 3. Need somebody in skill to R3 later. Okay, fair enough. Also, I think tomorrow 5-star rare champs go into the basic pool too. Yeah. You have 1 million 5-star shards? Yeah. Well, I just hit him. I was at 1.2 or 1.3 a while ago, and then I opened a bunch of the features. And then it was shortly after that where I changed how I do what I do for Arena, because I was getting 10,000 5-star shards. No, I was getting 20,000 5-star shards per with doing the top. Wait a second. Hang on. So the top 5. Oh, okay. I was getting 16,000 5-star shards per week. Because yeah, I was getting the 5,000 all the time for the feature and 3,000 all the time for the base. So I was getting 16,000 5-star shards per week. And then now I think I get oh crap. So now I get 4,000. Yeah. 1 to 5 per week is 20,000 5-star shards, but I wasn't getting the 5% for both. I was only getting it for the feature, and then the basic was the top 10%. But for what I'm doing for milestones, it's the same. The top 30% for both. So yeah, when I go and open these 5-stars for Wolverine, it's going to be a long time until I build back those shards. Hey, I guess though, that should give me a bunch of 6-star shards, which won't go to use until Omega Sentinel's in the feature, which is it's going to be 3 months, right? So April, May, June, so like July. Oy, yoy. It's a long time to wait. So I should end up with. So war, as long as we stay plat 3, that's 25,000 6-star shards per month. So that'd be 75,000 from that. Huh. Okay, maybe. And I think I've got 30,000 currently. So that would be between war and what I've got right now. That would be 100,000. Oof, I don't know if I'd get another 100,000. From other stuff. How much do we get we don't get a full 6-star from EQ, right? Oh, probably through both Cav and uncollected difficulty we do. So you're going to be opening Mutant Skilled Dual 5-stars for Wolverine tomorrow? I think I'm going to go just the basic, actually. Because if I go dual class, I'm just going to end up with way more ISO than I'm going to be able to use. Where if I go with the basic, it's going to be a variety of ISO, so I'd be able to put it to more use. And the dual class crystals have never done me very well. Although, yeah, because I don't have any mutants that I want to rank. I'm going to take Moman to rank 3, so the skill ISO would be good. Oh no, because that's 5 stars. I was just thinking that'd be the opportunity, but I was thinking 6 stars, the opportunity at Strike and Red Mags. No, yeah, I'll go 5-star base. Because there's also a few 5 stars I don't have, so that would provide an opportunity at new 5 stars as well. So, yeah. And then also, like, Scarlet Witch would be a possibility. So, yeah, no, the basic is definitely well go. 7,500 shards from Cab and 25. Yeah, okay, so 10k. Okay. So that'd be 3 months there, so that's 30, so that's 130. So if I could get another 70,000 shards for 200,000 overall, that wouldn't be too bad. Oh! Do you think we'll see 8-1 drop before July? No. Probably not, eh? Although that's not shards anymore anyways. That's crystals, right? I think. Did we get shards? No, we got Nexus for 7, right? Yeah. And then if we see shards from any of these side quests. So yeah, I'd say I should be able to get to 150,000 6-star shards by July. Which would be 10. Ooh, that doesn't seem like very many. Ooh. 10 shots at Omega Sentinel doesn't seem that like guaranteed at anything, man. And even if I didn't shards from past from the 8-1, yeah. September is scheduled for 8-1. Okay, I didn't know that they released a date for it already. I thought it was just the beta. Well, they didn't. Yeah, I thought it was just the beta they had said when that was coming. Axel was all Nexus crystals and shards and individual. Ah, okay. Yeah. Oh, snap. So yeah, I figure. Well, I guess it also depends on how quickly I get Wolverine. If I get Wolverine right away from opening the 5 stars, then that's not going to be many 6 stars from dupes. Oh, you know what? I might hold off a little bit. I might take a look and see what 5 stars I have that are almost at max sig. And wait until I get a few more of them at max sig so that I get the max sig crystals. I might do that. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to open some for sure. 10 to 20. Screw waiting for the max sig. We're also going to see if spring cleaning deals drop this Friday. Yeah, but I don't think I'd be spending cash for those. If there, like, I think there's going to be a 3 to 4 gem, but I think it's going to be, you're going to need to spend 2 or 3 Odins to be able to get it. No, I don't think. Because here's the thing, after Hercules, there's really nobody else that I want at rank 4. Not that I want enough to spend more. BSB, how you doing? Your 3,000 shards for your first 6 star? Okay. So yeah, for Hercules, see, it seems so wrong too to spend money to get to an R4. If I had more units, then fine. Well, I mean, okay, if let's say it was 10,000 units to get what I need to get Hercules to rank 4, I'd probably do it. But if it's $200 or $300, then no. We'll see. We'll see. Do you think it's going to be this Friday? I think it'll be the week after, early in the week after, maybe. Either way, should be soon. Oh snap, we're almost done here. Volume! Ooh, which one? Yeah, that's the one. Oh, I should have swapped got to. Oh dear. I guess summer breaks is good. Spring cleaning is this Friday. Oh, did they announce it already? Okay, because they normally announce that one. I guess no, they do that for all of them now, right? Where they announce them a little bit ahead of time. But I think last year it was over the weekend, and then the year prior it was at the beginning of the week, I think. I'm looking forward to the trade-in store again. I got a lot of 4-star Sig Stones to trade in. And then hopefully get that Tech Awakening gem. Alright, it's third Friday always. Since this month started on Friday, it'll be the fourth. Oh, okay. Okay. But we've only seen the spring cleaning offers 3 times, right? Or would this be the 3rd time? To be honest, if spring cleaning doesn't happen this week, it probably won't be happening at all. Okay, because it was on the 28th one year, and it was on the 22nd or 23rd another year. I guess it would, yeah, it would make sense for just to coincide with spring cleaning is, right? But spring cleaning is, well, no, I guess that makes sense. It's a North American thing, but American company, so. Well. Let us have a look. Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt that we're going to have it because it's an opportunity for them to make money. So yeah, they're not going to pass that up. Meaning 2022. Oh. Oh. I thought spring cleaning was like an actual thing. Like not a holiday, but like a... Huh. Okay. Well, I don't see a date for it. Okay. When is the gold pool event? Any idea? No. Isn't that usually with spring cleaning? Because it's like the doubloons, right? Which is gold pool's currency thing. Oh, is that? Well, that tickled. No. Ooh. Okay. Damn, looks like I need to relog. It's getting a little bit sluggish. Yes, that is what I was thinking about. I am one piece left to form a platform 6-star, waiting for the sigil. Oh, Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm one piece for, I think, both for the 5 and the 6-star, actually. So I get the sigil. Maybe, well, I mean, it's 20 some days for the trade-in stuff, for the trade-in T4B and health pots to reset, so I got some time for sure. And then I've got a bunch of quest crystals to exchange. Yeah, I think after this series, I'm gonna relog. Oh, okay. That pause there was not the stream. That was absolutely the game. Jeez. Okay. 64,000 artifacts stored just for that. Oh, for that from incursions. What's the cap? Is it 125,000? I think. Because if I get 5-star Wolverine, I have no need to open incursion crystals anymore. Because that was the only reason I was opening them to begin with. Ooh. So we got 4 hours on Mystic Combat. Ooh, where are we? Oh, I haven't done anything for war yet. Oh. I better get going for war. Well, I got time. I'm not capped on energy yet, so 78 was the cap. No, it's more than 78 because it was. I think initially it was like 30 something, right? And then it went up to just under 100, and now it's over 100. But I don't think there's no way to tell, right? No. I guess it's just that when you get close, it gives you the warning. Incursion crystals don't have Wolverine anymore. They have changed the pattern. They still have Wolverine, but it goes by attributes rather than champion. I mean, it's still the champion, but it's like I can't remember what the criteria is, but yeah. So like ones that have evading champions. So I think the Wolverine one was like the regen. Yeah. Bleed immunity. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I think the Wolverine ones were they would call it a regen or something. Because he was in the ones prior to that, to the ones we have currently. Because that was, I went and, well, I mean, you can only open 4, but, or no, because I think in the last one, he was in 2 of them. Because yeah, you can open 2. No, 4. Yeah, okay. So whatever it was, I think it was called regen, and I opened the 4 of them. That's where all my artifacts went. Because I think I was at the cap for artifacts. Oh, I had to mute myself before I sneezed because I didn't want to put you all through that. And the hotkey for mute wasn't working, so I was panicking for a second. It's also possible we see a unit offer for OG Vision this week too. I don't know. Just because I don't know if they're doing that one anymore, honestly. That offer is only for Cyber Weekend. No, we see it other than Cyber Weekend as well. Like it's usually, or not usually, we've seen it this kind of time as well, like just before spring cleaning. Because we've seen it, the 6-star one, 3 times, and I think the first time was Cyber Weekend. The first time was spring cleaning. The next time was Cyber Weekend, and then I think we've seen it once other, something like that. But yeah, we've definitely seen it outside of July 4th or Cyber Weekend. Oh, actually, I guess that's how we'll know if spring cleaning is this week. If we do see some kind of irresistible offer. Let's have a look here. I think I got the third time Vision was available as a 5-star. I think it was the third time. And I've never picked them up as the 6th, and I don't think I would. Let me see something here. I think last year was right before July 4th. Clean out your units right before the big deals. Yeah. The 6-star Vision offer. So the last one was the 22nd of November. Oh, ooh, that's not that long ago. So I don't know if we'd see him. Then November 2019 was in November. 2021 it was in November. Is it only twice we've had him? And then June of 2020. Oh, so we had it twice in 2021, in November and June. Okay, so maybe it's the 5-star that I'm thinking. So okay, so the 6-star we've only seen twice. But yeah, we saw the 5-star. Well, and I think the 6-star also has the 5 stars part of it, though. The first time was spring cleaning. The next 2 times, the Vision offer was just tied with anniversary. No, it was in June and then in November for the 6-star. I gotta check to see if I saw offer at some sort before spring cleaning last year. I don't remember if there was one or what it was. So spring cleaning last year was the first time that we saw the rank 4 materials. And yeah, that was the first time for the rank 4 materials. And there wasn't really a lot either, I don't think. Since there's no unit deals with spring cleaning, there's no reason to clear you out this week. But there are things that you can get without. We get some of the currency without buying units. I'm trying to remember. Is it some? Oh, do we get some of the currency from Arena? It's not very much, but it does allow you to get like a couple of the lower end things. Yeah, that's true though. If there's no unit offers, well, unless they just want to capitalize, gives people something to spend on, and then here's something else with the spring cleaning offer. Last time I was picked the offer kind of 6-star Vision and Viking Gem or 6 and 5-star. Oh, okay. For the same price? Huh. Although I don't know, I don't know if that Vision really has the value that would have at one point. But we will see soon enough, I'm sure. But what was the one? what was the offer that we did? Because there was something. I'm pretty sure there was something prior to spring cleaning last year, but I don't remember. I didn't remember. All right, so we're done with the featured. So let's get the summoner trials underway. Oh, let's run. Yeah, we don't want Moon Knight to feel lonely, so we'll run him as well. Because if all of the other 6 stars are on cooldown, he's gonna, feel left out. We don't want that. Let's define 2 randoms. He's just for collection. I used the 5-star after I got him. I used the 5-star quite a bit for war. And it was usually, I don't remember what the node was, but there was usually a domino. And I don't know if it was, I don't remember what it was. But you needed power control, and I found vision worked really well for it. Because before I had him, the 5-star, I used Starkey. Women? Oh, yes. Poor Moon Knight is left alone. I know. I need 2 new 6 stars. Omega Sentinel would be very nice. Moon Knight would be very happy to have her on his team. And I guess those are the 2 6 stars that I want currently. I-Bomb and Omega Sentinel. Neither of them will I have an opportunity at, though, until her feature. And I-Bomb, boy. I don't know. Oof. Unless I get a Nexus, because I'll open Nexuses whenever. I'd know that feeling all too well if you left Moon Knight out. Story of my life. I was gonna say. Okay, so let's get the summer trial. Let's go. I should start this with 3 stars, right? To get the streak going? No, it doesn't really matter because the reset is so quick. So, yeah. By the time I go get something to eat, come back, they're going to be off cooldown anyways. So, yeah. Yeah, I think if I don't have to have a nap after work, I may try to stream tomorrow. Finish work 1:30, watching TV for about an hour. It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Yeah. But again, if I end up napping, not going to happen. I should actually get out for a walk because I think it's supposed to snow middle of the week. Speaking of I-Bomb, I had the chance to take my 6-star to rank 2 with the Science Gem I pulled from doing 7-3, but used it on Mr. Negative instead. Okay. Although, I don't know anything about Mr. Negative, but I think he's pretty unique, so maybe not a bad choice. For me, I-Bomb... Well, actually, to be honest, I-Bomb... I'd still like to get him as a 6-star for sure, but it was more so when I had the 3 to 4 gem that I was really wanting to have I-Bomb. Because I would have absolutely taken him to rank 4. I'd still take him to rank 3. So, yeah. So I guess there's... Yeah. But the thing with it was more so the prestige for him. Good champion. And, like, I was running the science quest for CAV-EQ. And it's probably my weakest class for CAV-EQ, actually, science. I'll usually run Cap IW, I-Hulk, and then I had Spidey 2099 on the team. I only used him for a couple fights. Torch would make a lot of sense to use there, and actually, Torch would have been good for this one, because the poison's going to drop off because of the nodes, and then with the Nick DPX, I'm going to lose the bleed, so he wouldn't have had any debuffs on him. So, did you read 14? Nope. Nope. If I were to put those Mystic Sigs into Doom, that would get me over the Alliance average. But that would also mean that Doom would be very close to being my profile pick, and I don't want him as my profile pick. So when I finish Volume 1, I'll probably put the 50 generics into Hercules. And that should do it. Although, actually, let me see. Because the Alliance Prestige may have gone up. Nope. Oh, okay. That's the first time in a while where I've looked and it hasn't increased from the last time. Ooh. Yeah. What SIG is your Cap IW R4 in Apocalypse? Cap is 200, which is why I took him to rank 4. Because no other science, like it would take quite a while for any other science to get where he is, prestige-wise, even though they would overall have higher prestige, but to get them duped and then to get them at a high SIG. And then Apocalypse, I think, is at 130-ish. But Hercules would be the better way to go. Because Hercules, regardless of spring cleaning or not, he will be the next rank 4. So I may as well get him max SIG. And also getting... he would benefit more from the SIGs than Apocalypse would overall. And even at R3, having Hercules max SIG it won't be a huge boost to my prestige, but it will be a little bit. And then once he gets to rank 4, then it will pay off. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking like, when I get Volume 1 done, should I put the 50, or not necessarily all 50, but a bunch of the SIGs into Herc or Apocalypse? And then when I was looking at it, it's the SIGs into Apocalypse isn't going to have that big of an effect because he's already at rank 4. So it would bring it up a little bit, not a lot. Whereas with Hercules, even at rank 3, it will have an impact. And then once I get him to rank 4, even more so. So yeah, we'll go to Heracles. But I think once I get Hercules to rank 4, I think I end up at like 14.3-ish or something for prestige. So it'd be a fair bit over the average. Even for where he currently is for his SIG. Let me see. And then outside of that, I guess my next... Oh, where'd the music go? I guess outside of that, my next rank 4 would probably be Mystic or Skill. Cap SIG 200, 15, 160, Apocalypse SIG 130, 14.7. Unity SIG 200 Doom, he will be only 1390 as R3, so he won't be profile. Yeah, but I'm still not going to put the 6 into him. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Okay. Ooh. I got protection off just in time. Yeah, no, I'm not going to put the 6 stones into Doom. Let's see here. So, Hercules. Okay, let me bring it up. Okay. Let me just check. So Cap is 200. Apocalypse is 134. 4. And what was the other one that I just... Oh, I think I put a few into Hercules. Hercules is 130. And Doom is 30. So that's the 14007. So if we get Hercules to rank 4, yeah, 14.3. Yeah. And then, so I would get 50. So let's say we put 20 to take him to 150. And if we put, if we got him 200? Oh, snap. Wait, what did I say Hercules was at? Heracles is at 1. And 3. So if we were to take Doom, I can't do him to 200. I think I've got 30. I could do 60. Yeah, so it's not going to matter. Oh, at 200, that's actually not too bad. Huh, yeah, no, not happening. Not happening. Okay. Yeah, so Hercules to rank 4 is definitely the way to go. And then I think next would probably be... Oh, snap! Holy shit. Maybe I need to rethink Hercules. So I just randomly checked. So Sung Shi to rank 4, because he's already Sig 200, is 14.4. Damn! Oh, snap! So if I got Sung Shi and Hercules both to rank 4, we're almost at 15k. Oh my lord. And this is from somebody who doesn't really care about prestige. Oh boy. Okay. So I guess Sung Shi will be next up. After Hercules. Although I don't really see. Well, also, anybody I'm going to rank 4 now would be champions that I intend to rank 5. I don't think I'm going to have anybody... Like, I've definitely got champions at rank 3 that I don't see taking to rank 4. Like, Moleman. He's going to rank 3, and iHawk. Both of them are rank 3 just because I had to use resources. And Dragon Man. Okay, so there's a few of them. And Dragon Man as well are all at rank 3 just because of using resources, not because I plan to have them go any further. But Apocalypse, ooh, you know what? That's the same thing for Cap IW. Cap IW, I do not plan to take to rank 5. So I've already got one rank 4 where that's as far as they're going to go. But Apocalypse, Hercules, they'll both go to rank 5. I don't know of any other champion that I have right now. Maybe Kitty? And maybe Diablo or Claire that I could see taking that high. But by the time we're getting to rank 5s, we'll be thinking about 7 stars. And then it all starts over again. I don't know. I think 7 stars would be the exit point for a lot of people. Not because they'd be angry with 7 stars, but I think because it's kind of a restart in a sense of like building up your champions. I think a lot of people will just take that as the time to, okay, I see the exit. It's somehow doesn't want to R3 Dragon Man. Something is odd with him. Yeah, I would have taken him to rank 3. It was just that I was almost at 3 Mystic T5CC, and I already had him on defense. So I figured having him as rank 3 on defense, not a bad way to go. And it's funny too, because when he was first available, I wanted him so bad. And I got him. I got him out of the 5-star feature. I was happy about that. I never used him. Oh, because I got him out of the 5-star feature, and I think it was like within a week, no, within 2 weeks, I got the 6-star. So, and I only wanted it because he was a mystic that was a robot, so dual immune. I think, yeah, okay. Yeah, I figured with the 3 Furies, he shouldn't be evading.
So I've come to the conclusion, just a rotten piece of fruit. So I'll end up.
Yeah, I think Mystic would really be a conundrum for me for who to rank 4. I really don't know if I would go Diablo or Claire. The one thing I would, which it wouldn't matter for Diablo, but just for the auto farming. But I mean, he does fine at rank 3, so it's not a necessity to have him at rank 4 for it. I want to R4 Claire. Yeah. So my issue with Claire and Diablo is just which one I would do first. Because absolutely, I'd like to take both of them to rank 4. I love Diablo, but I use Claire everywhere. Yeah, exactly the same for me. Yeah. I don't have her in War this time just because of the Cosmic or Mystic Combat. But normally I have her in War. I've got her on my team quite often, not even to use necessarily, just the overall synergy. But I do, and she's faster than Diablo. If you get to his L3, he's pretty quick. You do 500,000% on trial? No. I'll try to do at least 500,000, like other than this one, just getting things started. But I'll try to do about 500,000, but usually I'll go for like 1 million. And I try to get 1.5 million done a day. But today, I'll probably go to 2 million. Probably go to 2 million today, get the basic done tomorrow, and then do another 2 million. And then Wednesday, I'll just be doing trials. And then like tomorrow, at some point, I'll just do the other 2 million for the featured. But that is it for me. I think Monsieur Enzo was live. I want both two, but Claire first. I think I would do Claire first as well. So that's the thing for me, though. It would just be whether or not the R4 Diablo would be any better for auto farming, which I don't think it would matter. And the auto farming thing, that's your fault. She discovers more if they are poison immune. Diablo is too slow, still has utility, but lose all damage. If I go into a quest and don't know what the defenders will be, I know she could, yeah. And plus, then she also brings the synergy, right? Where everybody does more damage to villains. So, yeah. All right, so that is it for me, but let's head on over to Monsieur Enzo. Oh, damn, I don't even know if I remember how to do this. Over to Mr. Enzo with the usual. And there is his URL. But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.